Hi.
Hi. Good morning.
Love you all equally, thereby holding on to every one of you right now are free, whole, complete, eternal. You're coming closer to that thing called freedom. I do everything within my power to help you get there. There's nothing more in this world that I want than you to go free. Unfortunately, I can't make you. I can't twist your arm. I can prod you, tell you it's the greatest. You'll never stop until you get there. Everything you're looking for in your every little thing in life is it with a capital I. You're going to scratch, scratch, scratch until you get there. So why not now? By the end of this super intensive, I would like to see every one of you know exactly what it is, this thing called freedom. Know what it takes to get from where you are to there, which is a very short U-turn. This infinite being, your real self with a capital S, there is nothing more intimate. Nothing. No matter how much you're loving someone out there, there's nothing more intimate than your very own self with a capital S. And you're beating and beating and beating out there, trying to get right here. It's as difficult for you to discover this infinite being that you are as it would be right now to discover your ego name. Because you are it. You always have been it. You always will be it. And on that you have no choice, thank God. But you see how ridiculous it is? Why don't you just think and have what you want? You could think of BMW, a Cadillac, a Mercedes, a Maserati, and have them all, just for the thought. How many have read the autobiography of a yogi? The reason why I suggest you read that is it brings out these points. It talks about people who have done these things, who do these things. They think Babaji in that book materialized a palace of gold studded with jewels. Use it for a specific purpose, and then let it go back into infinity, I guess you could call it. But just a mere effortless thought created that palace of gold studded with jewels. And he created it to bring up and have satisfied a very deep wish in his disciple, Lari Mahashai. And so he initiated him in that palace. And that was a wish from, I guess, many lifetimes prior to the one that he was in. But why don't you do it? Any answers? You believe you cannot. 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 You believe you cann If you got rid of the belief I cannot, it's natural. It's like breathing. Where are your I cannots? They are all locked into, I'm afraid I can't. Ag flap contains all your I cannots. Release the ag flap, and whatever you think will happen. Because you don't impose on others, you don't show so-called miracles, which are the easiest thing you ever will have done in your life when you do them. Miracles will be the easiest thing you ever will have done when you do them. Because it's a mere effortless thought. And there it is. Okay, what is this thing, freedom? What do we need to remain there? I think you need to identify exactly what it is you're doing in life, exactly what it is that'll take the blinders out to what you are now. What are you doing in life? Chasing after happiness. Anyone here that's not in accord with that? What is happiness? Well, here's your first good thing to identify with. What is happiness? Does anyone think he or she does not know what happiness is? I believe for most of you it's satisfying your desires. And you attribute the happiness to the thing that helped you satisfy that desire. Therein you're dead wrong. Therein you're kept in bondage. And the more you try to satisfy that desire, the stronger that desire comes and the more you need that. And never, ever satisfying that desire. If a desire could be satisfied, you'd have it once and that's it. So I say, stop chasing rainbows. Stop creating lacks called desire. And momentarily letting go of that agony of lack and just being yourself. Where the only happiness is, the only joy that you experience is when you're being yourself. You quiet the mind, you satisfy the desire, the mind goes quiet, and you're being. That's all there is to it. Boy, isn't that difficult. If I ask you, are you? And you say, yes, that's it. Be. But don't be a bumblebee or an agitated monkey, in the world. Just be. But discover what happiness is. Don't let go of it until you realize that every ounce of happiness you have is only when your mind goes quiet and you're being. I think that one thing there could really get you over the hump into mostly beingness.